Hello, Mr. Three. My name is Aidan Ling, and I'm here to answer my friend's question regarding whether or not termination and punishment of employees can be done so by employers due to their refusal on taking the vaccine. In researching Malaysia's legal documents, the question asked is found to be a rather subjective topic. What I meant by subjective is that we have to actually account for several legal factors to finally result in these actions. All right, without further ado, I will start off with the factors leading to these actions. Firstly, termination and punishment of an employee can be done so by any employers unless the employee is under the protection of the Employment Act 1955. Protected employees being employees whose wages do not exceed the RM2K margin, or employees with more earning but engaged in manual labor, engaged in machine maintenance, engaged in supervision of others, or domestic servants who are known for human engagement, and those who work within registered vessel capacity with reference made to the first schedule, first paragraph of the Act. The Employment Act 1955, Section 10 and Section 12, Subsection 1 indicates that employees still within unexpired binding period can be terminated if employee's action contradict that of the written contract clause or provision with time termination notice given and work requirements still valid. The clause being it involves standards sought within the types of ideal work environment and ideal work services. The very general standard can be derived from the previously stated Section 24 of the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, as previously mentioned, about the duties of employees at work to achieve non-contagious working environment. From the standpoint from all these findings alone, we conclude that termination and punishment cannot be done so only on the employee's refusal in taking the vaccine, but what failing to be vaccinated can affect the workplace measures to be of standard provision in the employment contract. However, on today's context on tackling COVID-19, vaccination is not the only solution. The wearing of face masks, abiding SOP on social distancing too solely can achieve a healthy environment. Only some specific occupations are mandated to vaccination as their work style concerns of the risk in exposing the virus to other people, not to the employees, as referred to the Section 17 of the Occupational Health Act, with the prime example being medical personnel. Medical personnel as frontliners always interacting with health issue patients who are vulnerable to the virus, so refusal will lead up to immediate termination. It is to be noted that factories workers who frequently work in close vicinity, close contact with each other, referring to the Factories and Machinery Act 1967, Section 57, require regulation can be made for medical supervision of employees if the minister deems so. Going on, another contributory factor is government policy, and this can be seen especially during the pandemic, where the nation entered a state of emergency as declared by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, and the Emergency Ordinance of 2021 was built on the 11th of January 2021. Such a scenario can cause termination and punishment of employees, referring to the Section 6 of the Ordinance on the direction for treatment and immunization. The Yang di-Pertuan Agong or minister given permission by the Yang di-Pertuan Agong may appoint persons with power to issue direction for mandatory immunization to anyone whom they think there's a need for within declared infected area if the authorized officer deems it a necessary action under Section 11 of the Prevention and Control Infectious Disease Act 1988. Ordinance stated that anyone refusing immunization commits an offense and is liable for a fine not exceeding 5 million ringgit. And that's it from me. Thank you so much.
Oh no, I've got to go. Let me ask Brenda to help me compile things up to make a summary.